If you want a zero effort golf swing, make sure you listen up. I'm going to share with you what to do to play great golf with zero effort and zero practice. If you want to make serious gains in your driving and golf swing with no effort, and ideally suited for the people maybe that have slightly less mobility. So what changes can we make to allow us to move better as we get a little bit kind of older and a little bit less mobile, like myself? In order to be able to swing the golf club efficiently, for me, we need to make sure we have some form of getting behind the golf ball. So what I'm looking to do initially is make some changes that make that the easiest it can possibly be. So if we take our driver stance, it would normally be just outside shoulder width stance. What I'm going to ask you to do is go just inside shoulder width stance. I'm going to ask you to flare your feet a little bit more than you would do normally. Because we're flaring this foot, it's important that we draw this right foot back a touch. Now, drawing this right foot back allows us to stay neutral with the flared lead foot. If I keep the foot parallel and then obviously flare the lead foot and I start to have a little squat down, my centers will tend to work and I'll tend to get a very open position. So to keep us neutral, drawing our right foot back helps us stay neutral. It also is going to help create more depth in our backswing as we tilt and turn. So it has two great uses for us. In terms of our posture, I want you to feel a little taller than you might want to feel, and I want you to feel a little bit more kind of rounded. These two things, again, make it easier to rotate. If we get very kind of locked out and precise and straight-backed, tense, that's no good for rotation. So I want you to very much feel that you're going to almost kind of tuck your hips under, roll you back a little bit. We're talking small amounts here, just to feel that we can now facilitate a better rotation. And again, we are still looking to get the lead shoulder to work down and across as much as we can. And it depends how much you can, but also we want to facilitate how much you need to move by moving the pelvis, by moving the knees, by moving the heel if we need to. So we allow the body to work as a functioning cog, and it works more depending on your individual flexibility. I'm not going to set any rules. You are going to move your knee 10 degrees, your ankles 5 degrees. No, let's move what you need to feel you complete that backswing. So we're going to stand narrower, flary feet, right foot drawn back, slightly more rounded, slightly tall, and from there we're going to try and feel that we make a big swing and hit the golf ball. That one felt really good. Standing differently to what I would do normally, for sure, but I definitely made a good shot, good contact. I'm very happy with the flight. And it didn't feel stressful on the body, strained on the body, which is the key thing. Now what we're going to look at is a little thing in the swing now to try and help increase that distance and that power and the speed. So let's go through that. Now, according to all my kind of science mates I would use as sounding boards for information, if we're looking to obviously increase the club head speed, we need to try and get the golf club to be traveling from the inside, nice and wide, but also we need to swing the golf club back fast. So as you get older, if we feel the swing gets particularly shorter, I think it's really important that we try and move quickly. So I very much want you to feel you have the rhythm of a kind of Nick Price or John Rahm, where that golf club goes back very quickly rather than kind of swing slow and get it into position. Very much want you to think about moving fast on the way back, moving fast on the way down, but trying to feel that we move behind the ball. And if anything with the driver, don't be scared to stay behind. As we hit the golf ball, the head should kind of be tilting and moving up as opposed to moving forward. And again, that tilting and moving up will also help us hit up on the golf ball. And hitting up on the golf ball with the driver is vital for in terms of distance. So as we swing slower, the more we should try and focus on hitting up on the ball. Ideally hitting up on the ball with the club kind of de-lofting. That's the strongest way you possibly can. So we're trying to turn behind the ball, turn fast, and then try and stay behind the ball as we hit it. So stance, a little narrower, right foot drawn back. What you feel is a little taller and a little bit more rounded. Then move the club fast back, but turn behind the ball. Oh, that one was peachy. Being you can see how that looks back, in terms of ball flight and contact, I can't really do any better than that. For me, these tips, changes, are ideal for senior golfers. And I'm 49, senior age for professionals is 50. I'm getting there myself. I've taught for a long, long time, and these are what I've come up with to help you play better as you lose a bit of mobility and you want to try and drive that ball as long as you possibly can and as well as you possibly can. Give them a go and make sure you like and subscribe to the video if you've enjoyed it.